relationships where it is understood that you are together on both sides. If this is just somebody you're dating, check out the dating singles love romance scope I uploaded. This is just for those of you who are in a relationship that is committed. It could be you just got in it, or you could be married. It's going to be different for everybody because this is a general reading. And I want to say I'm not looking at any one particular person's energy. It's just an overall view, and I try to decipher as many messages through the lineup of cards that come out. It will resonate for some of you, and it won't resonate for others of you. And unfortunately, there's nothing I could do about that. This is a general reading for all of Libra, okay? Committed couples. So, let's get started and see what your overall energy is for the month of November. Free yourself. Interesting. Another sign got this. I can't remember who. So if you're watching your partner's sign or your rising or moon, then and you see this card, then you know it's probably a deeper message for you. But the meaning of this card is you've got to, take control back in some area of your life. And we're talking about committed couples, so this could be within the relationship, or this could be in a situation outside of the relationship that is really spilling into the relationship, therefore affecting it and making it a primary focus within the relationship, okay? So this could be a problem inside of it or outside of it. It just really depends on the rest of the cards that come out. So I'm going to draw some tarot to see what you need to get free from. And maybe, before I even draw any cards, you already know. Like I said, this is general, so what that means specifically for you is probably going to be different for everybody. Maybe you've been holding some things back and there's things you need to say. We have the Six of Swords upright, so that's a nice card. We have the Queen of Swords upright, again, another nice card. Air, or sword energy coming out, which is the representation of air. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, so right away you are strong, showing very strong in your reading. And then the Two of Pentacles. Okay, Libra, so with that Two of Pentacles there, for some, this is about a job. You guys, to take a job, like maybe you taking the job or your partner taking the job, perhaps you have to relocate to a different city or a different state or maybe even a different country. And that's a really hard decision weighing on you guys in November. Okay, but with all of this energy coming out upright, it's not intense, it's not heavy, it's just a decision needs to be made. So let's, Two of Cups reversed. Ace of Swords upright, wow. And then Knight of Swords reversed. A lot of swords energy in your reading. And then what's not swords is twos. Okay, so because this is general, I do have to say that for some of you, you are definitely considering ending your relationship. You want to free yourself from it. You feel like you'll have more peace of mind and the waters will be calmer. And you're coming at it from a very logical, thorough perspective. You're not being emotional about it at all. The only Cups cards here is reverse Two of Cups, which is the cups have run dry. So some of you are really considering ending your relationship, and I don't think it's about your partners deciding this, because this is general, that could be the case, but the air energy is so strong in this reading that I feel like it's you, and maybe your choice there is how you do this, how you present it, or am I really going to go through with this? And I see with that Ace of Swords right there in the middle, absolutely 100%. For others of you, this also could be that you and your partner are not going to spend the Thanksgiving holiday together. You're going to be apart, and that might be causing some friction in the relationship in November. But for whatever reason, it looks like you might be going solo. Maybe you're going to a different state to be with your family. Or perhaps some of you, this relationship is newer, and you're really trying to consider, do I want to take my new partner with me on this vacation, or, for Thanksgiving, this holiday, to see my family? On the flip side of that, your partner, if this is newer, could be wanting to take you to meet their family, but there's a decision to be made here, and with this guy being reversed, that's tension, that's friction. The decision is made, though. I see it here with the Ace of Swords. So I feel like you're going to decide that you don't want to take your new partner with you if you're traveling for Thanksgiving. For whatever reason, maybe you're just not ready for that step. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Or you're deciding that you don't want to go meet your partner's family. Again, it could be that you're just not ready for that step. But there's definitely an element of travel and, trying to decide, making the decision, and then the decision leaves somebody unhappy. Okay, that's definitely present in this reading. Now, if none of that applies, some of you may just outright quit your job in November. You may or may not have another one lined up. So if you do, you're transitioning job. But there's a decision, the cord is cut, but it's the best decision for you that you made. And you made it with your logic, not your emotions. It was totally your head, not your heart, that made this decision. And it may make your partner unhappy or whatever because it's showing up here, so it's impacting the relationship, but you made your decision. There is a strong element of that, of you, Libra, actually making a decision about something. It could be minor, it could be major. This is a general reading, and that decision that you make, that you feel is a very solid and sound decision, is not well received by your partner for some reason. Okay? Or your partner has decided to make a decision without you or your input, or going against how you feel, and that's not going to go over well with you at all. So if you are the one that's making the decision, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you're wondering, it's not going to be well received at all. But I feel, because you're coming out upright, I feel like you are in a really solid place for wherever you're coming from. For some of you, you could be telling your partner, hey, we're taking things to the next level, whatever that next level may be for you, or it's over. I've decided this. If you can't, commit to me, or we can't move in together, or you don't see us getting engaged anytime soon, it's just over. We're wasting our time together. And with 2 twos out there, I feel like that message is more for somebody who's been dating for 2 months or so, or 1 to 2 years in between there, because we have an ace and then we have 2 twos. So that time frame is really strong. It's you want to move forward and they don't, or they want to move forward and you don't. And that's it's presented in such a fashion of, if this does not happen, it's over. That's just, I'm not putting the time, energy, or effort into this anymore. I'm done. So there is that. Now, I will say, sometimes we do need a break to get a better perspective of what we had. Maybe we didn't appreciate it. Or sometimes we need to have that break from somebody to be like, okay, yeah, no, this relationship just isn't for me. It was a year ago or 2 years ago, but for whatever reason today, it's just, we don't fit the same anymore. So this is general. If what I'm saying doesn't resonate, don't try to make it fit, and don't be freaking out that your relationship's going to end. Because the cards we have here coming into November, it's like this is an energy that's been in the making, okay? And we're not all emotional and upset about it. We are very focused and grounded and factual, coming all from our logic, not from our emotions whatsoever, okay? So this is something that's been in the making, and then November is finally when it's truly presented, truly on the table, and the decision is made here with the Ace of Swords. So that's the general message of these cards here, and that somebody does not receive this very well, and you will know if that's resonating with you. You'll know who that person is, and you'll know exactly why it won't be well received. So that's as general as I can make the message of these cards, so that you can personalize it to your own situation. But definitely, this has been in the making, and it impacts your romantic partnership, whether it's about a job, relocation, or breaking up, moving on for whatever reason. I don't see anything here like cheating, lies, deception. That's not the energy I'm picking up on at all. It's like an ultimatum. Honestly, there's an ultimatum here, and depending on it, I feel like if it's coming at you, Libra, if you don't feel 100% balanced within, you're just not having it. It's just not going to go down. You will move on. You, regardless of your emotional investment, you will move on through your logic, through your understanding, through your life experience. Like, a water sign, I'm a water sign, so I can say this. We'll hang around in, energy that is no longer viable because there's so much emotional attachment. Whereas, the air energy, there may be even a deeper emotional attachment for you, okay? But you have that ability to override that and use the logic of your mind to tell you and show you beyond your emotion what's right and what's wrong, okay? And so that's why if somebody's going to come at you and slap an ultimatum on you, and it doesn't matter what it's about, this is a general reading, so it could be 100 different things that, an ultimatum is brought your way by your partner. It does not matter how much you love them. If you're like, no, that is not what I want, that will never sustain me, I'm sorry, I've got to cut you off, I've got to cut you out, because, there's an element also here of compromise where you say, look, I can't sacrifice that, or I can't compromise to that degree. And in saying that, I understand you need XYZ, but I'm telling you I can't do that. So I don't hold you to me anymore either, because, I can't conform to your needs, and you deserve every bit of that. Even if in your head you're like, oh my God, this is so trivial and stupid, you understand that if that's what they need, that's what they need. And if you can't give it, you're not even going to pretend like you can. You're just wiser than that. You're like, you know what, this just isn't going to work. Even if your heart is totally in it, which, that's not an easy thing to do. So very strong energy of that, some sort of ultimatum. And If this is not placed on you inside the relationship from your partner, or this is not you putting that ultimatum on your partner for whatever reason, I feel like the really only other avenue this is playing out in is like the workplace, and whatever happens there, whatever decision you make there, it will impact your romantic partnership. If for maybe initially in a negative way, like just, oh my God, are you kidding me type of, shock from your partner. But, if you guys are strong, you'll get through it. But it just looks like there's some unhappiness about the decision that's made, either on your behalf, or since this is general, maybe this is how you're feeling because your partner had this ultimatum and they were like, nope. And just as I'm saying that, look at fork in the road flew out. I'm just going to put that right here with the Two of Pentacles, because that is exactly what the Two of Pentacles is about right there. So I'm going to pull a final card for you guys to get a bit of further clarification. But with Free Yourself, it's like you're on the right path. Whatever you decide, Libra, I feel like ultimately, even if at first there's some friction, it's going to work out for the best. And in November, it's just like the choice is there. So, never-ending story. Okay. So this really actually pairs perfectly. This is you saying, look, I cannot go through this anymore. Whether it's in the job or it's in the relationship. It's just like this continuous cycle that never ends, and it could be somebody who's very insecure, very jealous, it could be somebody who's very controlling. It's just lower level energies, more of like negative type of energy. And again, you might really love your partner, but if this is the energy that you're continually having to deal with, like you're at this place in November where you're like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. Or, because this is, general, this could be like, this is all your behavior, and this is finally how your partner is feeling about you, okay? And again, if this isn't in the relationship, I feel like this is in the workplace, and there's like a split decision made of, do I just quit right now before I even have another job, or do I just tough it out until I have another job? I don't feel like you guys are fired. I don't. It doesn't look like that. It's like you make the decision and there's friction about it. But in the long run, ultimately, it's like you're making the right decision because it's for the best for you. Like, in the long run, like it's leading you into peace of mind, into calmer waters. So apply this however it may fit for your personal situation, Libra. A very interesting read there.